I'm the Media Whiz because one art form wasn't enough, and we're back at it again with another commentary. This time we're going to be doing a movie commentary on the 1997 Tower of Terror TV movie, and this has a lot to do with some of the other videos I've done in the past. This has Steve Guttenberg, and it's a TV movie that's supposed to be a kind of family horror film, which is a lot like the Casper sequel, which I did a review of last year for Halloween. And that movie sucked. That movie was really bad. And Steve Guttenberg was really awful in it. And I know a lot of people say Steve Guttenberg is already a terrible actor, but it depends on the role. Sometimes he can work, and in movies like that, he could not. I don't really know what kind of performance he gives. This is the first time I've ever seen this movie. I may have seen a couple clips of it years ago when I was really young, but this is the first time I'm watching it in full, so that's why I decided to do it as a commentary, as a way to kind of capture my initial reaction. And another reason that I'm doing it is because years ago, I believe this was 2015, when I did the initial review, I did a review of the ride, the Tower of Terror ride itself. And that review's pretty short. Basically, it was me going down a lot of the key points of the ride and saying that it was good. And it is. It was a really fantastic ride. And I still stand by that. I still think that Tower of Terror, when it was around, it was a really damn good ride. Ever since that review, it has been replaced by Guardians of the Galaxy ride. I've heard good things about that. Maybe I'll do a review of that sometime in the future, along with some of the other changes that have occurred to some of the theme park rides I've talked about. I should probably at some point look at that Perry the Platypus World Showcase Adventure that replaced Kim Possible, as well as the DuckTales one they're talking about doing at some point. I mean, I already talked about what they did to replace Superstar Limo with that Monsters, Inc. ride, which was pretty decent. It was way better than Superstar Limo, I'll tell you that. But yeah, the reason I'm doing this is because it connects to two things: Tower of Terror and TV family horror film starring Steve Guttenberg. And like I said, the reason that I'm doing it as a commentary is because I haven't seen this movie in forever. Some of the other movies I may have seen years ago, and that's why I do reviews on them. This movie I haven't seen, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of watch it for the first time and get some initial thoughts going. So, yeah, without further ado, this is Tower of Terror, 1997. Okay, 1939. Already this movie is going to be a classic to 30s man. Should show this to him just to see his reaction. See what he says. Man, so far Hocus Pocus 2 looks great. Oh. That's Benny Goodman. Sing, Sing, Sing by Benny Goodman. I know that song. Oh my god. Well, these are supposed to be paparazzi of the 30s. They certainly captured the way they always dressed. Oh my god, it's Starla Dimple from Cats Don't Dance. Oh no. Another thing to note about this movie, really quick, is that this was technically their first attempt at trying to make a feature film based on their theme park attractions. This was long before the Pirates franchise, long before the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion movie, Country Bears. This was before any of that. So this was their first attempt at that. And I guess they wanted to play it safe, and they did it as a TV movie. Just so, you know, if it's a box office bomb. Back then, they cared about that kind of stuff. Now, in the advent of streaming services, you could be a little bit more lenient with that kind of thing. Alright, so this... Oh, here we go. This is the elevator from the ride where these people ended up dying. You know, so far, I would say this whole thing looks like an episode of Goosebumps, but I actually did look this part up. This is directed by a reoccurring director who worked on... Are You Afraid of the Dark? So, I'm not sure this is going to be as good as any episode of that show, but, well, I guess we'll see. So, let me guess, is he a single parent in this one, too? Like he was in Casper. And I married a sea bear?
It's a gift. Really strange.
Oh, so oh my god, so he's basically playing the Aliens guy from the History Channel.
To help me out. It's the one, right?
Yes! Oh, you're wicked great. Thanks.
Oh wow, they got their own daps going and everything.
You gotta help me plant trees.
Well, I'm on deadline. I'll call you.
When?
well. Wah!
Someday,
Trying to be like Waluigi.
He's not a kid anymore.
Uncle. Okay, so Kirsten Dunst is his niece. So it's not a single father thing like it was in Casper. It's not exactly the same. Oh, potential love interest for the Goot?
All right, and Chloe, just be nice to him.
She's a workaholic professional business lady, but then Steve Guttenberg comes in and melts her heart.
Jilly, gotta go.
Oh, God. Whoa! That's a little bit weird.
Huge.
It's a little bit frightening.
You interested? No. No. What? No. This is like national headlines.
Here we go. There's some of that good old Steve Guttenberg acting right there. Like Kid Icarus said, it's the guy you get when you can't get, I'm Jeff Goldblum. In a weird way, she kind of looks like Lois Lane from Smallville. In a way, like she doesn't look exactly like that actress, but just vaguely she kind of does. And ironically, she also works in newspapers, so that's another good connection.
Do I know you?
No, but I know you. My name is Abigail Gregory, and you're Buzzy Crocker, and I
Buzzy Crocker.
your work.
Oh my God! Please tell me Denzel Crocker was this guy's brother.
You're a fan?
Why not?
He's a crackpot that believes in fairies, and he's a crackpot that writes crackpot news stories.
Sally Shine also lived in the hotel, and that night she was coming.
Wait, now it's black and white all of a sudden? Wait a minute. Why is it black and white now? Why wasn't it black and white at the beginning?
But then I read your work. You believe in the occult. You could.
Oh God, that's just giving all the Christian moral panic people from back then more ammunition. The people who go on about, the Disney supports the black arts and satanic witchcraft and all that. Oh jeez.
I don't believe you.
Now we're even. So why don't you just be on your own?
Oh my God, I almost thought that those things on the mantle, like there's that skull thing over there, I seriously thought those were the masks from Halloween 3. Oh, another thing I gotta mention, I did look this part up too. Apparently these exteriors and some of the interior shots were actually all done at the Tower of Terror in Florida. So, at Disney World. So that's kind of neat.
Whoa! Wait! I'm so sorry, Chief. I just love doing that. Here,
Michael McShane?
walnut.
No,
What?
thanks. You're not Chris Todd, are you?
Call me Q. Like in Quartermaster.
Hey, you're not John Delancey. You're not Q.
Coming?
What are you kidding, man? No way. This place is haunted.
And then they just get Zach Baggins, or whatever his name is, from Ghost Adventures. Well, now it's just reminding me of the first Casper movie. And now I just want an obligatory Dan Aykroyd cameo of him running out in a Ghostbusters uniform. Who are you gonna call? Somebody else. Okay. For a TV movie, not a horrible effect. That wasn't that bad. Oh, get ready for one of the many fades to black, because it is a TV movie. That was their cue for a commercial break.
The night. The spell of passion can only be countered by its contrary. Who writes this stuff?
Merwin, would you try to conjure me up a little help here?
It's a great story, and it's true.
Dude, help out your sister, you dumbass.
One thing missing. It's a picture of the hotel's most famous ghost. But,
Comfortable with this. Mom, most of the stuff in papers is bogus anyway. At least
And besides, Mom, you realize that if I didn't tag along, then we wouldn't have a dynamic duo to be leading the story.
perfect. You look great. Oh,
I am not comfortable with that.
What's wrong? Oh, it's the dress, right? It's too much. I knew it. I've got others. I'll go change.
no, it's not the dress. It's just you're too young. Miss Partridge.
That's not stopping you from putting your niece in an outfit that's made to make her look younger, you freak. This movie should be called Steve Guttenberg Reacts to Kind of Spooky Things. Are you serious? That wasn't even a jump scare. That was, he just turns around. Like, usually in a jump scare in a movie, you'd have it that, like, dun! Yeah, exactly. No music. Oh, no.
You know, I could have been an actor.
Oh.
Except that I can't act.
Oh, don't say that, Michael McShane.
What happened?
There was this green rain.
Uh-huh, it was coming down.
And then there's singing. There was singing.
And there was this guy with his...
Oh my god.
His head fell off. I'm telling you, I think
He is...
it's gonna explode.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Is he supposed to be terrified, or is he supposed to be really, like, excited in the fact that he's, like, right about his crap that he makes up? Like, okay, it seems like he's supposed to be excited, because when he was talking, like, and she was all terrified, he looked way too excited. It's really weird whenever we cut back to these scenes, it just feels like we're in a completely different movie. Just a little bit, she kind of looks like Courtney Cox. Like, in her face, and the way her hair looks.
They didn't go anywhere. They're still at the hotel. They're ghosts. No, I mean, they're really ghosts.
And that's why you didn't get video footage of them?
Get out.
I'm serious.
The best thing you had was a picture of your niece in a costume.
I can prove it. This is the biggest story of my life.
Buzzy, why does it always have to be about the biggest story of your life? Why can't it just be about the truth?
This is the truth.
Now I'm just thinking of Bigger Fat Liar. The truth is overrated, kid. Take it from Marty Wolf.
Well, to complete the curse, the witch has to have an identifier, something that belonged to the intended victim.
Ugh. Don't tell me this is Sally Shine's hair. Yeah.
Great line delivery. This is Sally Shine's hair.
The spell trapped those people in limbo between this world and the next.
The ghosts are setting up...
So they live in the space between spaces.
Tomorrow night is All Hallows Eve.
Didn't they kind of do a similar thing in the Haunted Mansion movie? That there was some kind of curse that needed to be broken so everyone could move on to the afterlife? Now that would be a crossover movie right there. Haunted Mansion and Tower of Terror. Disney Plus. Get on it. I know you're trying to make that Owen Wilson... I know you're trying to make that Owen Wilson Haunted Mansion movie. You could totally make it if that's a success. Well, he's a better parental figure in this than he was in Casper, Spirited Beginning. He's not grabbing her things out of her room and, like, throwing them out in the trash.
Oh, no, dear, I have to prepare. But you be careful.
Happy birthday, Abigail.
Like, yeah, see, right there, like, that's the kind of thing where it's like, oh, she has to split off from the group, and then, like, she has something nefarious planned while they're all off doing their thing.
You know, the camera loves you. What else have you done?
Well, just wait till you see when she gets surgery like she does in The Office.
You just haven't caught the right break.
And you just need to pick better roles. I mean, my God, lady, you would go on to be in the Hannah Montana movie. It's another Disney thing right there. I guess it's true. Disney really does keep people on payroll. They have your name on file. Even if you were in a TV movie in the 90s, they probably have your name on file. It's like, okay, people who need work. Let's see. Hey, you want to make some coin? We got a role for you.
You're not Mr. Hotshot Reporter?
Used to be. Wrote for the
Does she have
Banner.
an accent? She has like a Brooklyn accent. It like goes in and out.
It's terrific.
Then a guy came to me with a hot story. He had a videotape. Showed the mayor taking a bribe from the mob.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Good reaction clip right there.
Paid for a week.
Wow, she was going full Owen Wilson on that. That's kind of the thing. Whenever Disney tries to do these like horror-themed pieces of media, most of the time they come off more whimsical than anything. Same thing with Haunted Mansion. It's like it feels like they're trying not to be too scary because, you know, they're trying to keep the family-friendly model. But they also want it to be, oh yeah, this is a genuine horror thing. So Yeah, it's that awkward in between of like '90s TV horror aimed at families. Like yes, Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark and similar such horror anthology shows aimed at kids had this, but I mean, when it's coming from Disney, you can totally tell like, you know, there was some kind of pressure to be like, "Oh, don't go too scary. We're a family network after all." Hellfire, dark fire, this fire in my skin.
Come on, dude, give me a break.
Oh, Michael McShane. You're always a treat in movies, even if you're in really dumb ones.
Go away, girl. Leave us alone.
Go away, girl. Leave us alone.
Abigail's been a patient here since spring of 1940. Shall we?
Oh, just a year after that infamous Halloween, huh? Oh.
This is a joke, right?
It's just a prank, bro.
This is no joke.
I'm the poor man's Vincent Price.
We were
God.
saving that.
Do shut up, Stooge.
Call him Stooge.
Please, child.
Yeah, it's not the 30s anymore. Those guys are no longer working. It wouldn't be until much later until 20th Century Fox got the rights and made that 2012 movie.
Carolyn Crossan is my real name.
Oh.
My stage name is Claire Poulet.
That's why she had the accent.
Such a bad actress after all.
Because she's doing the whole 30s, yeah. Again, I should show this to 30s, man. See what he thinks.
You cast a spell on Sally because you hated her, but it backfired and you all got zapped. It was you, Miss Partridge. It's your fault everyone's trapped in here.
Awkward.
I don't know where you came up with such a fairy story, lass, but I couldn't love Sally more if she were my own daughter. I protected her in life. And I'll
Fairy
continue.
story? I'm still stuck on that. Fairy story? Not fairy tale. A fairy story, lass. Yeah, they're not showing this old lady, so... Oh! There you go. Oh my god, I actually did think one of those things said Red Rum. Wow. I don't know what it is. There's just something about this movie that feel... Oh, wow. That's sick. That's really sick. Oh god. Try evil laugh. Come on. Do it. Yes! Well, she didn't go all the way with it, but she tried. I give her credit.
We hear it every Halloween. They're waiting for us.
But we can't get to it because the elevator's stuck.
We tried the stairs, but we can't get past 11. It's like a curse.
Then at 8:05, the party ends. Until the next year, it's torture.
So we fix it.
Really? How?
Through a montage! And then it turns into like that, the put one foot in front of the other foot. Them trying to just like fix the elevator. That's all this comes down to.
We're not. You can do it.
But it must be tonight, Halloween.
Cue's all we got.
I thought you didn't care about moldy old ghosts you didn't know.
Now I know you.
This isn't a
Oh.
ghost story.
No, it's not.
Her accent keeps coming and going. It's like, now that it's been revealed that she's from the 30s, like, they could keep that whole, like, you know...
Right about you after all.
See, like, right there, like, her voice keeps going in and out of that, like, Brooklyn 30s New York accent.
I'm sorry, honey.
You lied. You said you were gonna help them, but you lied.
You lie!
I guess the truth doesn't matter to you.
You liar! I like how dramatic. so sad. I love how dramatic that shot was. She throws the thing down on the table. It's like, remember that thing that he gave her at the beginning? Oh, she throws it on the table. That's how you know she's angry at him. Oh, there we go. Now, is it gonna do the thing that it does in the ride, where it makes it feel like it's accelerating?
It's coming down.
You did it!
It's coming.
The idiot's grandson's an idiot.
Strike them down, one and all, and cast their souls into the underworld of eternal misery.
Stop it! It was you. You cast the spell.
You lie!
This is
You
none of
liar!
your business, child.
Don't do it, Abigail.
What? Just, okay, just, you know, shoo her away and then just try to go back to what you're doing. Okay, yeah.
Don't close the door. Stop the elevator.
Oh, crap. Oh my god. Are they gonna have it that it crashes and then she dies and then they have to bring her back to life?
Stop it. I've waited my whole life for this.
She's your sister.
Does somebody want to tell me what's going on here?
Are they gonna give her a redemption? I just thought of that now. Are they gonna make her, like, she realizes that she was being petty and mean and, you know, she decides that she's gonna right her wrongs? It's gonna be that she felt neglected and nobody cared for her.
Sweetheart. That
Yeah,
they all
here we
loved
go.
her. Even I loved her. But no one cared. Sally Shine had a big sister. No. I couldn't sing. And I couldn't dance. But it was my birthday. And no one even knew that. All that mattered was Sally. Always Sally.
So you got rid of her?
No! I made her a legend. And now she is everywhere. Haunting me for 60 years.
Oh, okay. So it's like one of those villains creates their own enemy kind of thing, basically.
Do you know my sister?
This is deeply freaky.
That's another good reaction clip. This is deeply freaky.
Abigail, please don't let my niece die.
I can't stop it. It's already done.
Why not?
Nothing you can do.
No. The spell has been cast and it can't be stopped.
The service elevator. Maybe we can still get out.
A spell of passion can only be countered by its contrary.
What?
That's what the book says.
Okay.
Can be countered by its contrary. Abigail, what is the contrary to this spell?
You need to use the power of love.
You know, I really don't want to be here.
Wow. What the hell? This movie has some hidden gems of good quotes. That's another good one. I really don't want to be here.
See, they've got another one of these on the other side.
Ah, oh wow.
Anna!
Ugh.
Stay back to your side. Open it up.
He's right.
You came.
You gotta get out of there. Come on, Anna.
No way.
If only Tobey Maguire was there, he'd sling a web and she could get across easily. Oh! Oh, so we do kind of get the accelerating elevator shaft thing. Alright, well, I gotta say, that incorporated elements of the ride somewhat well.
I knew you'd help us.
Come with us to the party.
They go with them and then they become ghosts too. Oh no!
Going up.
Ah. And now Abigail's gonna be a ghost. Or no. She's, well, a ghost, but she's gonna be young again, I take it. That's probably what they're gonna do.
There's someone I want to find. Got his
Well,
picture on
she does a better job here than the few seconds she got to sing in The Office for the Midnight Heat episode.
Sweetheart, I'd wait a century more if I had to. Will you be my bride?
So yeah, I knew it. Because he didn't say who he was going to marry earlier, so it's like, of course. Yeah, they're both ghosts, so they can both be together, and that means that Goot can now be with Jill.
You know what this means, don't you?
Dance party. Oh no! Okay, thank God they didn't do the obligatory dance party. And we're ending with that music again. That sing. Okay, that was genuinely kind of worth it. That was a funny visual. They got together. Hollywood Tower reopens. Alright. Wow. Alright, so yeah, final thoughts on that. Watchable. It wasn't horrible. Not anything great, but I mean, some of the effects were okay. It did have basically a lot of stuff from the ride. I mean, if you are going to make a story, like a feature-length film based on a ride like this, they did as best as they could. I mean, it wasn't awful. It wasn't anything memorable either. It feels like the kind of movie that, you know, since it was a straight-to-TV movie, some people are probably liable to forget about it. But, I mean, you know, since it seems like Disney's still trying to put out movies based on these rides. I mean, we had Jungle Cruise not too long ago. And, like I said, throughout this, they're trying to make another Haunted Mansion movie. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if they do want to make another one of these for Tower of Terror, I'd actually be curious to see what they do with it. See if they try just remaking this or if they try doing a different story. But yeah, overall, not horrible. It was, I'll say this, certainly a lot better than Casper, A Spirited Beginning. Steve Guttenberg, while goofy at times, he wasn't as unlikable in this as he was in that movie. So I give him points for that. So yeah, overall, nothing great or anything, but not horrible. If you're looking for a movie around Halloween time, you know, it's one of those cheesy old TV movies. It's a horror film for the family, if you will. Yeah, sure, give it a shot. It's not anything bad. I mean, if you're one of the people that hates the Haunted Mansion movie, then this is probably a little bit better than that. Again, nothing great, but it was decent, at least in my eyes. It was passable. So yeah, tune in next week. I will be back at it again with the reviews, hopefully in time for the Halloween season, my favorite time of the year. Got lots of great stuff lined up, so look forward to that when it comes out next week. But until then, I'm the Media Wiz, because One Art Form wasn't enough.